Today I want to talk about some things that helped me with my workflow when making beats, when making songs, when making music. And yeah, hopefully it helps you. And let's get into it. First thing is I fucking close my browser and all other distractions. I don't have my phone on me. I just make sure I can log in. Sometimes I have this little timer from 10 to, and sometimes I time 60 minutes. The very first thing that improved my workflow tons, and I can't even begin to talk about how important it is file management. Bro, last year in August, I started to actually have better file management, and I'm gonna tell you how, which is whenever I make a project, I write a year code. So I would write 2024, then I would go 01 for the month, 13 for the day. Then I write kind of what it is. It's a song, City in the Stars, which is the EP. And yeah, that's basically how I save. And then I look where I save it. So I have a Dropbox. So everything is linked on my Dropbox. So the computer here and the computer in the studio, I can kind of access the same files. And this is my yearly folder. So I have a folder for my videos, for my beats, for projects, for samples I made, for songs. And then I have this folder here called Temple. And Temple is where I put bounces and finished songs. It really helps you to have this time code. The time code I used, I found that on the Harvard, or was it the MIT? Anyway, it was like a data management website, and I like that time code. My time code the year before was a little different. I used to do it, if we go into my 2023 folder, you can see I used to have these underscores. That does make it a little easier to see when you scroll through, for example, the beats. I made a lot of beats in 2023. But now, the cool thing is when I now watch a clip or whatever of a song I made, I can look at the upload date and I can just type in the upload date on my computer and I can find the project. And you can see I only started doing this end of July, kind of, and yeah, late July I started doing this. And look at how it looks before. It's just fucking names. What are you gonna do with the name? Now you have to remember the name and all that shit. So having the time code in there is huge. Make sure your shit has a time code. Ideally some metadata. And then with projects I want to finish, my system right now is I give them a different folder icon. In Windows, you can right click, go to settings. Mine is in German, but it's this one here. And then you can change the folder icon. And for example, I changed some to the star, if it's like a City in the Stars song, or if it's a favorite. And then some have different icons, and you can pick different icons for what you use. And this is a huge underrated workflow tip that I can give you. Make sure your shit is has a cool time code, and you can give this code to your video files, to your songs, your beats, your samples, whatever. Make sure to write in the BPM, the key, as much data as you can. You will thank me in 2 years when you're looking for that one certain song and you don't have to waste 16 hours looking for your fucking files. That's the first workflow tip. So let's just make a beat real quick, and then I'll show you some other workflow stuff. Next thing with beats, I found what really elevated my stuff last year was starting with different things. Like I used to always start with chords, and then I would land on the same chord progression that I like, and I would kind of land on the same workflow. I would pull up either FL Keys or Zenology or whatever. I would make chords, and then it's the same vibe. But when I started, for example, to start with a drum break or a bass line or a melody top line, that gave me a lot of inspiration. And I think it's all about, this is the conclusion I came to, it's all about novelty. Your inspiration is all about novelty. Think about it. When you have a new drum kit, when you have a new sound kit, when you have a new instrument, you feel like a child again because you're getting to explore it with like fresh eyes, and everything's new and everything's fresh. It's almost like when you start music again. So for me, my job is to find things that make me feel like that. And that's usually samples now or new instruments. But also different starting points. Just starting at a different random point. If you've been making beats from scratch the whole time, start sampling. Try out sampling for a little bit. If you've been only sampling, try making your own stuff. Or try just taking a stem of a sample and then play your own chords underneath or whatever. The possibilities are endless. I watched this video of Kanye. It was this producer from Kanye, and he produced Runaway. And you know, these like 2 piano notes. He started with the piano, like with his bell, and then the lower octave was like an accident. So it just gives more opportunity for happy accidents that excite you. Long talking, I'll just find out a cool break and see what I can make. Oh, get it! Oh, get it! Funky drummer. Yeah, this is hard. See, this is inspiring me. Now I'm inspired. Now I'll see. Okay, can I come up with a cool bass line to this? What can I come up with? I need some funk shit. Oh yeah, this is it. Let me see if I can do it. I'm playing this on my keyboard. Surrender. I got it in center, I got it down in the center, race down in the road, race planning up bounce, right? I'm in my minute, race on the feeling, I got things to manage. I got many banners on the right like tennis, fake tennis, go for the court like tennis. Now this is the next step. I already have like kind of a verse. Now I'm all versed up, you know what I mean? Like now I have a flow. I wouldn't say this is a verse, this is just a flow. And this is where I like to go from. There might be a lot of latency. This is where it starts. Like you have what 2-3 elements now: vocals, drums, and this break. And it didn't need to take long, but it's already a great starting point. Now I would basically mix this a little bit, not too crazy. I always want to stay in flow. I don't like to get held up on things on like, is the bass line completely perfect? Is this perfect? This perfect? Fuck it, you know, just don't get hung up on this shit. Right, I'm in my minute, race on the front and I got things to manage. I got many banners on the right like tennis, straight tennis, set off on the court like tennis, and set off on the court like tennis. Race stars on the right, no breaks, right in the bench on the break like days. Race on it, the shotty man, it made like Max. I got Max in the pace on the fight like days. See, the mixing can come later. Now I'm mixed enough for it to be enjoyable. Now I'm kind of ready to put some chords on there, see what ideas I have, you know. Now I'm thinking if I can play some guitar on this. If it's not guitar, I would just figure out some chords, you know. And the idea is, you know, this is just coming out. Like I just see what comes out and what fits together. It's like the collage approach for me, you know. So now we're just gonna try and record this guitar here. If I don't know the scale, I'll just pull up scaler and then I'll just go here, play the bass line. See, we're in F minor. Like, don't be precious, you know? You can get a real ego kick by being like, wow, I know music. It's not about knowing music here. It's about making an idea come to life, pulling something out of the ether and turning it into an existing thing. So let's try to find something. This is hard. Wrist on the front and I got things to manage. I got many banners on the right like Dennis Drake. Tennis set off on the pole like tennis. Race stars on the brain, no brakes. Right in the bench on the break like days. Rich on it, let's shawty man and make like Max. I got Max in the pace with a fight like days. You come on. Oh yeah. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. I got many banners on the right like Dennis Drake. You just splice that shit together, bro. That's why you have a DAW. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. I got many banners on the right like. See, and this is the art I found. You just need to know when to be a perfectionist and when not. And most of the time you really just don't need to. Because I could spend a year on this one guitar line. Does it really matter? Maybe. I don't know, but the song will never happen if I do. You know what I mean? I learned that. I'm way too perfectionistic naturally, so I just need to give less fucks. And some of you don't give enough fucks, and you didn't need to give more fucks. But it's all about striking that little balance, you know? Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. I got many banners. I'm hearing a little choir here, so I'm gonna try and make a choir. Sometimes it's nice to just do this. Go here, and then you can build a choir. Turn this to post EQ, and then you mark your section where you want your little choir, and you just start singing shit. Just go. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. This probably sounds like shit right now. Let's see. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things. Yeah, I probably like shit, but fuck it. Now you just go like this. You can do this really particularly, but then again, I always think, hey, once you have the idea, once the song stands and you have a great demo, you can always re-record a little choir part, you know? It's not like you can always go in and be a little perfectionistic later, set a session aside for that. But the energy of the song, that doesn't last forever. The inspiration for that shit. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. Now I have a little imperfect little choir. Now I put all that to like a little bus. I just bandpass it a little. So manage. I got many banners on the right like Dennis Drake. Tennis I like it. On the pole like 10, pole like 10. Nice. And that's it. And then if you want to be funny, obviously you can also pitch it, which is always cool. But you know, the thing is, you don't always need chords for a beat. You don't always need drums for a beat. It's, you know, it's whatever. Just be free. Just see what's cool. Sometimes it's nice to layer little elements I found. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. I got many banners on the right like Dennis Drake. Tennis I like it pitched down a lot. Bounce, right, I'm in the right minute. Race on the front and I got pitched down is a vibe actually. See, now if you press Control Alt and C, you can bounce it in place. It's also the workflow hack. And it bounces it with the effects on. So now you have a little choir with effects, with a pitched effect, and you can turn off the pitch on the other ones, and you still have the other ones, which is cool, you know? This is a nice workflow. And then if you want to, you can do this, right click, group with a buff track, and then you can like put them away kinda. When a baby going 10 toes, I got my Benz on front of a 10 home. See, now I feel like there would be a cool switch where we could have some chords. Just an F minor? Oh! Oh, what the fuck? Whoa. See, that's cool as fuck. I accidentally played the choir as a chord. What if I would even resample this? See, this gives me drum and bass vibes. So now, when something like this happens, instead of having to close out of the project, what I do is I go up to arrangements and I go add one and I go DMB break. Bam. Bam. Now I'm here. And now I can switch back and forth between these. And this is where I can create with this new idea that sprang off that first one. So you can hop from idea to idea to idea, and at the end you can even combine them, which is cool because this is giving me some classic D&B type of energy. What I will do too is copy the value of the BPM here and I write it in the notes. I put a notebook on here, the notebook 2, copy the BPM value, write BPM and then 100.725, and then you can say value. I mean, you will know the value. So you can always like switch up the BPM. Oh no, I just switched my BPM. Right click, paste value, bam, you're back. You know what I mean? So if you want to experiment at different BPMs, that's pretty cool. I want some D&B though. That's hard. What the fuck? I don't know what I just pressed. I pressed on something else. Oh! See, now I just pressed on the guitar. Another accident. Bro, and this shit just happens. I would never think of this shit. You know what I mean? Oh my god! Do this, bounce it, bounce what you just made, you know. And I mean, is this just an alternative workflow for you guys? And I think it's just so cool. I just love it. So this is C, so we go down 7 to F. I think a G would also be good. Let's see. So my camera went out, so we switched to the webcam, which I should probably put down a little bit, like this. So, hey, and this is where this is where all the good shit is, man, I'm telling you. All you need to do is just keep evolving this, and then you get different ideas, different weird ideas, you know. Now all I do here is add a bass, and this is our 60 minutes. Technically, I mean, I obviously edited this down like crazy, but you get the gist of it, you know what I mean? Now, here my next steps are add a cool bass line. I mean, it's just essentially 2 chords. So now I'll see if I can find a cool 808 for this. See, now you can copy that value, put that into your notebook, arrange to BPM is 171, this sounded best, and then with this value. And that way you can even have multiple like beats or songs in one I wouldn't even say multiple. It's more like different parts of your song, you know, that you're working on. You don't have to like do it here. But the next step obviously would be copy this, take this shit, bam. Maybe even like this, actually. Take this shit, take it into this arrangement and put it here, or and then I'd see where I would put it, you know what I mean? And then I press Control T to make markers, because I love having markers. And then this is where like the BPM changes, you know? Yeah, this is basically the idea. And then obviously I go here, create automation clip. Now you can go right click here and you can paste this value. So here it starts to become that. And now this value comes in handy because you can just copy it, go here. Anyway, we paste it here. We paste this here. And now we should be Gucci. And that's how you can go crazy. That's how you can go bonkers in the same project. Bones, right? I'm in a minute. Race on the front and I got things to manage. I got many banners on the right like Dennis. Straight tennis, set off on the pole like tennis. Right stars on the brain, no breaks. Right in the bench on the break like days. Rich on it, the shotty man, it made like Max. I got Max in the pace with a fight like this. You come on from right sets on the right go. I like guns in the ends and the unsold. Nice and down when a baby going 10 toes. I got my benzo from the rent 10 home. Hey, and then see? Then we would fucking switch to something. You know what I mean? Then I'm thinking, okay, will the DMB part come? Or will there be like a sample part? It's up to you. Anyway, I will continue working on this. I think this is the extent of the video, but I want to recap. So, couple of things we went over. Make sure your file management is fire and you find all your files. I suggest the setup having a Dropbox or an online storage. Then I have an 18 terabyte hard drive sitting right underneath me where I put all the old files. And then I have multiple SSD drives that I put all my files on. I'm a bit of a file hoarder. I need to like get rid of a lot of bullshit. But make sure you have enough storage offline and online. Put all your plugins on an SSD, all your sound kits on an SSD, and then have a Dropbox for your important files that you don't want to lose. And everything, all these folders that I have, the beats folders, they're all linked to the Dropbox, so they automatically go up into the Dropbox. If I want to share this with somebody, if I want to send like a beat to someone, to find a beat, I can just right click on it and share it, you know? It's just convenience. It's really important. I'm still tweaking the system. It's not perfect, but I think it's really good for now. And then with the songwriting part, this arrangement button really revolutionized my workflow. If you don't know it yet, make sure to check it out. It's fire. I don't know how to do it enabled, and there got to be another way. Anyway, thinking of like different parts of the project as the same project. Once I would be done with like the demo, I would go would make a recording file, and then here I would put a bounce of the recording. That's sometimes nice. And then you can go add one and you can go mix one. And that's the beauty about this, because then it's mix one. It's not final mix. There's no final here. It's commitment, but without limitation. Because then you think about it, oh, I'll do a mix. And then you did the mix, and then you like the mix. Or you don't like the mix. Then the next day, you could make a new mix, you know, and you keep the files. Yeah, it's cool. It's dope. I mean, obviously, if you mix in here, it's going to change your sound, right? So sometimes I go save as new version and then call it mix one, master, da-da-da-da-da. But this helps me to stay within the same project for a while, because I hate switching between projects. Also, once you have an arrangement, you can save this arrangement. You can go clone arrangement 2. And now I can try to put, for example, this drum and bass shit first. You know what I mean? I can be like, alright, I want this shit in the beginning, and then I want it to go into the other thing. This clone button just makes it so much more chill, because now you don't have to commit to everything, and it's just it's really blissful, honestly. So we could start with this shit. Yeah. See, so now I can be like, oh, this arrangement was dumb idea, bam. Now I can go back to my old arrangement and I have everything. Huge workflow hack. Anyway, let me know if this video helped you. If it did, like and subscribe. As always, you can find all my music on Spotify. That's out. Actually, not that much music out. Stay tuned for the EP. If you want sounds, check out Wavy Sounds. Also join the Discord if you haven't. All that shit is in the description. And much love. Thank you for watching, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace, peace. Bye, bye.